6 years ago, when I was in my third year high school level, I got pregnant with my first baby. And I was only 15 years old at the time when I found out that I am pregnant. I felt so anxious, heavy, frightened, and worried on how I supposed to tell my parents, family, and friends. I felt so isolated and depressed because I know this can lead to problems in home and at school. To stop studying is my first idea to take care of myself since I was still weak and young. My body is still immature to bear a child and greater risk of perinatal death. So I can stop thinking about my situation before, so I did some research and this is what I found. Teens are higher risk for pregnancy related to high blood pressure and its complication than average age mothers. Risks for the baby include premature birth and low birth weight. Preeclampsia can also harm the kidneys or even be fatal mother or the baby. So, pregnant teens is also have a higher chance of becoming anemic. Anemia is a reduction in the number of red blood cells. This can make you feel weak and tired and can also affect your baby's development. According to the World Health Organization trusted source, complications during pregnancy or childbirth are the leading cause of death globally for girls aged 15 to 19 years old. And teenage pregnancy can be defined as pregnancy that occurs in the young girls below the age of 20. And it has been increasing at an alarming rate, especially in the United States, Africa, and United Kingdom, and also in the Philippines. It has become a global concern because it not only affects the teenager and her family, but the society in general. An increase in teenage pregnancy will, in the end, lead to increased the child poverty as well as degradation of the child's well-being. So, one of the major causes of teen pregnancy is absence of affectionate supervision from parents or guardians. In the current society, parents are either too busy or too permissive. Apart from the provision of basic needs, parents and guardians are not involved in emotional stability of the girl child. That's why teenagers, especially girls, go through ongoing situations and changes in which they need parental support to understand and accept the changes. In case they lack this affectionate supervision from their parents, they seek answers from boyfriends who seem to giving affection and attention that end up with a pregnancy. Another major cause of teenage pregnancy is peer pressure. As children grow to teenagehood, there is increased pressure to fit into certain peer groups. The peers may then push the girl into having sex in order to fit well in their groups. In addition to this, the modern society allows the teenagers to have a lot of time and space with the opposite sex on their own, which results to instances of pregnancy at teenagehood. Other factor keys to this concept is sexual abuse as well as the use of drugs and alcohol. Teenagers are exposed to alcohol and drugs, making them lose control over their sexuality when drunk, thus leading to pregnancies. Sexual abuse, on the other hand, occurs when the girl goes for sex, for pleasure, without knowing the sexual impact. Also evident when an adult sexually victimizes a teenage girl or a minor. Lack of sex education in schools to teenage girls has also contributed to increased teen pregnancy. This is because it leads to the indulgent sexual activities without understanding the possible effects. It is therefore important to let girls understand issues surrounding sex and the sexuality as well as the possible impact. And this is the duty of teachers, religious, parents, and the entire society to impart the knowledge. On the other hand, the media has contributed to teenage pregnancy by advertising and showing programs, talk shows, as well as playing songs that advocate for sex. This makes teenagers practice what they see on the media, thus ending up with the pregnancies. In most cases, teenagers do not have the knowledge of using and accessing contraceptives, something that contribute to teenage pregnancies. The other factors such as socio-economic and environmental issues are instrumental in causing teenage pregnancies. The effects of teenage pregnancy are many and unpleasant. Besides getting pregnant, the teenage girls and their children are at risk of being infected with STDs, including HIV or AIDS. Additionally, there are health implications associated with early sex and pregnancies such as obstetric fistula, infant death, maternal death, and cervical cancer. In addition, other complications come about due to the undeveloped pelvis of teenage girls. Teenage pregnancy also brings about physical and psychological trauma to the girl since she is faced with many dilemmas exposed to her by the family and society. It also makes the parents feel ashamed because of their alleged negligence as viewed by the public or society. And lastly, teenage pregnancy has largely contributed to child poverty, since the girls are forced to drop out of school to take care of their babies. It can thus be concluded that teenage pregnancy is a problem to entire society. Moreover, since it largely caused by factors in the society, it is the obligation of every member of the society, including religious leaders, parents, teachers, and the teenagers themselves, to participate in addressing the issue. And I know there are some of the best TED Talks about pregnancy and birth that all expecting you to watch, and they will help you challenge your thoughts about pregnancy, birth, and beyond, and help you feel empowered. And I hope you have something learned about my presentation. And that would be all. Thank you for your time and attention. A level.